and welcome viewers, I am Pia and you're watching NewsX. Now what began as a birthday outing to the scenic Lohagarh Fort in Maharashtra has now become one of the country's most chilling murder investigations. 26-year-old Pune realtor Ketan Agarwal believed he was spending time with his fiancée Siya Goyal. Instead, police allege he walked into a meticulously planned trap. Investigators say Siya, along with her alleged lover Ketan-Siya, lured Ketan to the fort where Ketan pushed him off a cliff after receiving a pre-decided signal from Siya. But as investigators peeled back the layers of the conspiracy, another question emerged. Where did the money go? What's under scanner is not just the murder itself, but the financial trail that may have helped build this particular conspiracy. According to Pune police, Ketan had given nearly ₹1 crore to Siya ahead of their planned wedding. The money was meant for wedding shopping, preparations and related expenses. Investigators now allege that not a single rupee was spent for that particular purpose. Instead, the entire amount was allegedly transferred by Siya to her alleged lover, Ketan-Siya, who was trying to establish himself financially. Now, police sources say that this was not a random financial transaction. It was allegedly a calculated investment into the future of the two accused they had planned together. Now, according to investigation, Ketan came from a financially weaker background and had reportedly told Siya that he needed around 3 years to become financially secure enough to marry her. The alleged solution, police claim, was chilling in its simplicity. Ketan's money would fund Ketan's career and business, while Ketan himself would allegedly be removed from the picture. And investigators believe the planning did not stop there. Police say that the accused had allegedly prepared a timeline for the life after Ketan's murder. Siya would remain unmarried for 3 years, ensuring that suspicion surrounding Ketan's death gradually faded. And during those 3 years, Ketan would allegedly use the money to establish himself professionally. Once financially secure and once public attention had died down, the two allegedly planned to marry and eventually seek the acceptance of Siya's family. Investigators believe that timeline demonstrates the alleged premeditation behind the crime. Police have also revealed that they describe as a carefully rehearsed murder plan. Now, according to investigators, Siya was instructed to sit down under the pretext of drinking water or tying her shoelaces. That was to be the signal for Ketan, who was following them separately, to approach from behind and push Ketan into the gorge. Now, investigators believe this method was chosen so Siya would never physically touch Ketan during the attack, potentially making the death appear accidental. Police are now tracing the ₹1 crore, examining bank accounts, digital transfers and financial records to establish exactly how the money moved from Ketan to Siya and then from Siya to Ketan. That financial trail has now become one of the most important pieces of evidence in this particular case. The obvious question is, where did this money come from in the first place? Ketan Agarwal belonged to a financially well-established family in Pune. His father, Vishal Agarwal, is associated with the real estate and industrial sectors. While Ketan himself worked as a realtor and was actively involved in the family's business, police believe the ₹1 crore was part of the fund set aside for the couple's upcoming wedding. Siya Goyal also comes from an affluent business family. Her family, based in Pune's Bivewadi area, runs a successful dry fruits business and is considered financially well established. The marriage was thus viewed as an alliance between two prosperous business families, with preparations already underway months before the scheduled wedding. Early reports claim that the wedding itself could cost as much as ₹14 crores, complete with luxury arrangements. Regardless of the overall budget, investigators say the ₹1 crore allegedly transferred to Ketan remains at the center of this case. The investigation has also exposed growing fractures within both families. While police continue to probe the alleged conspiracy, Siya's own family has publicly distanced itself from her actions. Her brother, Sahil Goyal, has expressed support for Ketan's family and said they deserve justice. The case has also sparked a separate legal battle worth ₹10 crore. Advocate Ashutosh Srivastav, who claims to represent Siya Goyal, has served ₹10 crore defamation notice on her brother, Sahil Goyal. The notice followed Sahil's public claims that the lawyer had never been appointed by the family and may have misrepresented his authority to appear for Siya. Srivastav has denied those allegations, saying that Siya personally authorized him through a valid wakalatnama and that the statements have harmed his professional reputation. Complicating matters further, during a court hearing, Siya reportedly told the court that another lawyer was representing her, leaving her legal representation itself under dispute even as the murder probe continues. For Ketan's family, however, one question continues to overshadow everything. Investigators are able to establish that money intended for wedding preparations was instead diverted to finance Ketan's future and support the alleged conspiracy. It could become one of the prosecution's strongest pieces of evidence. The murder investigation is no longer just about what happened on a cliff in Lohagarh. It's also about following the money trail, because sometimes in a murder mystery, the money tells the story long before the accused do. With us on the broadcast is Dr. L.N. Rao, former DCP, Delhi Police. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time and sitting with us on NewsX. The news about this particular transaction between Ketan Agarwal and Siya Goyal, and then the transaction that was between Siya and Ketan, broke out a couple of days ago, but that has now become one of the focal points of the investigators as well, because they believe that this money was in fact intended for Siya's wedding preparations and shopping ahead of that, but she had forwarded it to Ketan Chaudhary for him to establish himself professionally. What in your assessment is the linchpin over here that can really nail the case?
Good evening, ma'am. Yes, definitely it's a very good piece of evidence, I must tell you, because it's established the motive of the murder. Because the money trail will reveal that how much money was given by Ketan to Siya, and then it was transferred for the benefit of the another accused, Ketan Chauhan. That will be definitely a very good piece of evidence, and it will be established that the amount of money which was transferred on the which date-wise, time-wise, and the account details. If it was transferred in the account, that will be a very good piece of evidence. And if it was in cash, that will also be revealed that the cash which was drawn, which was deposited, which was spent, or which and how much amount was spent by Siya in that matter, and the amount which was given by Ketan. It was given either from the bank account or by cash. That will also be investigated by the investigators. But definitely this is the piece of evidence which will establish the motive and the greediness of Siya and this Ketan. That will establish, and the purpose of this money, that will also be revealed, that the money which was taken on for the preparation of wedding, that was how it was used by and where it was used, what was the mode of transactions, whether this was by electronically transacted or it was given by cash, it was given in the account. All these details are to be found out by the investigators, and definitely this is a documentary evidence which will, as you say, that oral evidence can tell a lie. You can say that witnesses who are cited as witness, they can tell a lie. But note, this documentary evidence never tell a lie, and that will be a very fruitful evidence for the investigation of this case, and that will carry this investigation at a long way, and giving it, I think that will be nail the accused persons for their guilt, because they will not be able to establish as to why this, how this money was taken by Siya or Ketan from Ketan Chauhan.
All right, sir. With that, I would like to thank you for having taken out time and sharing your perspective with us on NewsX. On that note, this is all we have for the deep dive segment for today. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned on NewsX.